What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is I, James. And Courtney, yay! We're adoptionagency.com. 21 years. Selling on eBay. Alright, I don't know if Fern's going to make it down the steps today. We got an appointment at 2:30 for him. Is he going to make it? I hear him. He's coming. I just let him come down the steps because I know he's going to lay down here. There he is! Mr. Vern! Yay! So 2:30 today, we're going to get him over to the vet and get his leg looked at and figure out what the problem is. All right, go lay down. Because if I just block off the door, close the door, he'll just stand up there at the top of the steps and whine. So I don't know if the steps are good for his leg, but I know he's going to lay down when he comes down and not just pace back and forth upstairs. So it hasn't grown or anything, so that's a positive. So I don't think it's like tumorish or nothing like that. So should be just a sprain, hopefully. He doesn't seem in pain. He kind of still tries to run. He's barking and stuff. But obviously you still see he's coming down the stairs and going up them. But look at it, it looks so cozy. So hopefully we'll get him started on the road to recovery today. That's all that matters for the day. This is a little bit Adrian did from last night. Yeah, yesterday was just pretty bad. All the side issues. Of course, we had the email issue in the morning time. And then I called in the evening because I couldn't really list. Every time I tried to list, it would error out. If I did more than one item, it would say like 2 items went live, 6 errors need to be fixed. Hit submit again, 1 went live, 5 errors need, so it kept going on and on like that. So that was a known issue also. So both issues were known issues. So it definitely was shut down overnight last night. I had nothing come through from 10:30 to 6:30, so 8 hours last night. eBay was shut down, so we'll see what happens today. As we know, every time things change, it tears up everything else on the site, and that's proof. So today, let's see what we're doing. We are at $9.45 at $132. So I'm almost where I like to be. So that's at least a positive there. So hopefully today we will rebound with the overnight shutdown. So we shall see. Yesterday, what did I make it up to yesterday at least? Right under $700, $699.81. So still not bad numbers. So I'm not complaining about the numbers at least. I'm just trying not to think what I could be making if the site was working properly. Just gonna keep listing and listing and listing, even though I didn't really get anything listed yesterday because I listed 21 albums because I did some things real late before the Blues game because we did a deep cleaning on the bedroom and I did most of the work, but while Jan was gone, I got started to shoot. She's like, we'll start when we get back. And I'm like, no, as soon as you walk out that door, I am starting. So I'm not micromanaged. I can just boom, get through the hardest parts under the bed, move the bed, take everything apart, vacuum, rub down, scrub, and the whole thing. So I had probably about 75% of it done by the time she got back. So, so hopefully that'll help with the sinus issues too. And then maybe next week I'll start the kitchen. We'll do a deep clean on the kitchen. And yeah, and we got the air purifiers running. So my goal is to get the ringing out of my ears. what the first goal, well, the first goal was already started, less to no soda. So I've been drinking a lot less soda, going to no soda, and cleaning and air purifying dog hair and stuff like that. Can't change nothing with allergies, so my ears have been ringing for like 10 years. So the goal is to get that to stop. So, all right, let's get into what sold this today and get the stuff shipped out before his 2:30 appointment. Yay! Fixed Fern. All right, let's go. All right, got everything pulled. So we'll just do it a little mix-up in this video today. So, another thing I've noticed I've been having issues with, next time I call eBay, I gotta remember to say something, is every once in a while I'll get a email from eBay that says, please take care of this situation. It was a item not received case. But it wasn't the first one. It was like a reminder. And I'm like, I never knew there was a case on this because I never received the first email. And that's happened pretty often lately. And I actually got my latest negative is somebody saying that the only complaint was I didn't answer their email. That was their only complaint. And I'm like, I didn't see your email. So apparently there's some email issues going on. And I do not know if they're aware of that. So next time I call in, I'm going to call that in and then see if I can get my negative removed on those basis alone. So we'll see. Something going on in the email system. All right, let's get this stuff done. See what we got here. Start off When Harry Met Sally soundtrack cassette. Sold for $350. Headed to Lubbock, Texas. So I don't know. I don't know. The Jody grind. One man's trash is another man's treasure. I think we can all relate to that. Boom. Cassette sold for $5. Headed to West Seneca, Seneca, New York. Something of that nature. I don't know where that is. It's in New York. That's all I know. Yeah, sales are really just... Let's see. So I had 3 in the 9 o'clock hour. And we're already at 10:17 into the 10 o'clock hour. Nothing's come through yet. So we're at 1:45 now. So still right where I like to be. So right at the low end, right under the low end of where I like to be. But if I didn't have 8 hours of literally nothing overnight, that number would be a lot bigger. Nubian Mob, self-titled CD. Sold for $377. Headed to North College High, Ohio. Grab some mailers. Grab some mailers right quick. We got Alanis Morissette promo CD single, unsent. Sold for $5.66, headed to Jacksonville, Illinois. We got the Doors Best of 2 CD set. Sold for $3.77. Headed to Hemet, California. The Record Club version of that. Scribbin. Why do these classical people have to like use all these weird words? Trying to sound all sophisticated and stuff. Trying to make dummies like me sound dumb. All right. And that sold for $12.50, headed to Italy. I'm not really dumb. I'm just acting like I can't read those fancy words. Refresh data. Italy. Come on, pirate ship. Always so slow. Thank you. Always so slow. Why must you be so slow, pirate ship? Oh, now I need that damn code. Yeah, I got a email from Web Interprets about selling in France. All this information, wanted me to give them. It's like, you know what? Turn France off. I don't really sell enough to France anyway. I don't care. I don't know what you're asking for. I don't know if it involves me selling used items, whatever the case may be. I don't care. Because it said stuff like manufacturer's ID and stuff like that. I'm like, huh? So either they're getting really strict or it has nothing to do with used product. I don't want it to. I didn't get too much into it. I'm just like, yeah. They're already talking about stuff I don't have, can't get, don't know nothing about. That doesn't correspond with what I sell, so. Let's look at my France Web Interprets. Last 90 days, $400. So, not really a lot there anyway. So if it gets turned off, it gets turned off. I don't have all that stuff they were asking for. My guess is it sounds like newer stuff, or the way it's kind of, because it says something about the products you're putting into the environment or something like that. And it wasn't packaging like the Germany thing. So I haven't seen nothing from eBay on that, so I'm guessing I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. Nope, wrong thing, James. There we go. Hitman Sammy Sam, Last Man Standing CD. Sold for $3.88, going to England. We got some hats and some clothes and a pair of shoes. So. It's weird, like, my shoes are just, I don't know, weird selling. Weird selling on the shoes. All right. I did have a couple pair yesterday, though, didn't I? See, it's weird, like, they'll sell in, like, a couple of days' time, and then they'll just disappear for a week or something, it seems like. Nope, wrong spot, James. And then Monday is a holiday, right? So that's been, what, 3 Mondays? I don't know what holiday it is. It's the 16th. My calendar doesn't say, so I don't know what day it is. I don't know. Let's find out, James. It's the information age. You can learn anything you want to do. January 16th. Holiday. Nothing come up. Ah, Martin Luther King Day. There we go. The I Have a Dream. If he was alive in 2022, he'd still be rolling over in his grave, and he wouldn't even be dead from what's going on today. The division is sickening. Sickening, I say. Sickening. Dickie Matthews, Just Dickle Piddlin is the name of the CD. So for 6:30, headed to It's Lafayette, but it's separated. Like here, we spell Lafayette one word, I believe. This is Lafayette, Georgia. I think we had it, at least on the street signs from growing up. Lafayette was always one word, if I remember correctly. No, I do not need labels. I just ordered labels. Debbie Gibson, out of the blue. Were you Debbie Gibson or were you Tiffany? Debbie Gibson cassette single. So for $10, headed to Rockland, California. Debbie Gibson always appeared to have that snobbish feel when you'd see her in interviews or whatever, from what I remember. I don't. Goody two-shoes, if you will. Goody two-shoes. That's the word I'm looking for. Goody two-shoes. If she's really that way, I don't know. I don't know her. Maybe she just has high standards for herself, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, Jeff Barnhart, Stomp 'em Down. Headed to Hinckley, Minnesota. Sold for $7.50. Since I started my new routine, I haven't really been able to get into a flow or anything. And I've been kind of hesitant just because of the draft situation. Like, not yesterday, but the day before, I had 3 disappear. So I don't know if it's fixed yet. So I don't want to put in 1,000 drafts and then they start vanishing. So I'm like kind of hesitant, and it's really slowing me down from being productive, honestly. And then doing everything else, cleaning the room, worrying about Vern, everything else on top of it's kind of slowed me down. So hopefully this weekend I can get back into a groove. I was supposed to go out of town today if it wasn't for Vern. So we were going to go down to Branson and hit a couple of thrift stores and the Christmas store. But that cannot happen now. Because of Mr. Vern, gotta get them fixed. Gotta get them fixed. All right, Trace Atkins CD, greatest hits. Sold for $350, headed to Trinity, Texas. Oh, yeah, I saw news where Frank Fritz from American Pickers, he hasn't been on for a while because he's been battling health issues for quite a while. From what I understand, he got off the show because of Crohn's, like Jan has. But I'm guessing his case was a little worse. I don't know, or he just didn't want to be out in the middle of nowhere and have to run to the bathroom and have nowhere to go, type of thing. And then, so he lost a lot of weight from what I remember. And then I guess the middle of last year, I think July or something, he had a stroke. And now he's in nursing because he can't take care of himself. So he can't make decisions and stuff anymore on his own. So I don't know if there's any more going recovery or if it's just a downward slope. I don't know. But either way, it's pretty sad. I think he was like the heart of that show. I haven't really watched it since. I've watched it a couple of times here and there with his brother or the Jersey guy, which I like him. And Mike's brother is all right. But haven't really, kind of lost the interest after Frank was gone off the show. But $350. So hopefully he can recover from all he's going through. Hopefully there's a light at the end of that tunnel. Man, we're what, 13 days into the new year, and all the people that's already passed and issues, and it's like, wow, this is, as you get older, more and more people you know of or were pop culture or whatever the case may be, more and more start dying off. And it just seems like this year is going to be one of those years that people are just going to keep piling on. Lisa Marie Presley yesterday, Jeff Beck the other day. I don't even remember. There's been so many now. But it's just like one after another. I think we've had probably 13 in the 13 days. At least it seems that way. I'd have to look, but man. Gotta do what you love to do, because we ain't going to be around forever. So if you want to make videos of you talking about selling t-shirts, hats, and CDs, make the damn video. It doesn't matter. Because we're all going to be dead one day and nobody's going to remember us anyway. The way I kind of look at it now is if you look at Prince, you look at Michael Jackson, two of the biggest pop icons of our lives. And they're not really given a second thought now that they're past. If you really think about it, I mean, the memory will fade generation after generation, and there'll be no more. Honestly, kind of like Elvis is to me. Elvis really doesn't mean that much to me. Yes, I understood what he stood for. I respected the music. I understand the history, but it had no influence on my life, right? And that's what Prince will be to the kids being born today, and it's just, and when you don't have that kind of a pop, that kind of a legendary status behind your name with everybody around the world knowing you, you're just a peon in a basement that nobody's going to remember 100 years after you're dead. And that's just the simple fact of it, So do what you love to do. Do what's going to make you smile, as long as you're not hurting somebody else. And make people smile. Even if you just smile at somebody, it makes them smile, and it's contagious. Because in the end, it doesn't matter. Rush, Working Men CD, sold for $377, headed to Glade Springs, Virginia. So it's, and I don't say this as kind of like a downer. I'm trying to say it more as a positive, like, do what you freaking love to do. Make yourself happy. Be a little selfish here and there. Make yourself happy. Make people smile. And just enjoy the crap out of your life. I think for me, growing up with nothing was a blessing because I enjoy the small things. I had to enjoy the small things because that's all I had was the small things. That's all I could get or see or find or, had was the small things. So if I found a little stuffed animal or a little toy on the side of the road, good point, a crushed Matchbox car. Do you know how many Matchbox cars I'd find on the streets? Some of them even ran over, and I would still play with them because I appreciated them. And I just pretended they were in a car accident. So I appreciated the small things in life. And I think that's really been a blessing because I've been able to enjoy the small things my entire life. So, I don't need to own a beach and a beach house and whatever to be happy and stuff. You know what? If I find something cool at a thrift store, I don't care if I have $5-10 million in the bank. If I find, I'll still go into a thrift store and I'll probably still be reselling. And if I find a cool item for $1, I'd be like, yes, and be happy as hell over it. That is the type of happiness that is pure. To me, anyway. So, Sega, or Genesis, Xbox game, Sega GT 2002, and Jet Set Radio Future. Sold for $6, headed to New Hampshire. I think that's why I get mad at myself when I travel, because I didn't get to do that as a kid. We never had vacations or nothing, right? But for some reason, my mind has always been go, 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 do, to get out of the situations I've always been in. So reeling that in has been extremely hard for me. And even though I try, so when I go on a vacation, I just want to go, get there. Even though I love exploring side roads and doing that. So it's like a constant battle with myself. So I'm always trying to make myself slow down, or whoever I'm going with. I'm like, look, if I start getting into this mode, get me out of it. Say this, do this. And I give them instructions. If you see me say, hey, let's hurry up and get here by this time, just say, no, stop, James, stop. Let's turn off here. Let's get off here. Let's go this way. Hey, there's an antique mall. Let's walk through there. Slow me down. So it's always a battle with myself because I want to do it all. I want to get there fast. I want to do everything, but I also want to see everything along the way. But yeah, so it's a constant battle. Where am I going with this? I don't know. Just do what makes you happy, but always improve yourself. Yeah, there we go. Always strive to do better. Yeah, to be a better person. There we go. Make more people happy. More people smile. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. I don't know. I'm just talking when I should be shipping. right, finally get into some clothing and hats and some stuff. All right. Don Pablo's 050505 hat? Have no idea. Been in the store 2.5 years, sold for $9.50. Headed to Pembroke Pines, Florida. So I think I am going to order supplies Monday. And do a big order. Big order. Get me more of the big boxes so I can switch over these totes to boxes. Finish building out that wall. The new size boxes for the room to have 3 per shelf. And of course, shipping boxes. Jesus Christ. That's what it says. So for $7, headed to England. At least I had a few international, huh? Unlike the last couple of days. Is there anything coming through yet? One more sale at 10:36. It's just kind of died off this morning. Not that it was really anything raging in the first place, but who knows what's wrong now? Probably it's still the same stuff. And then some. I don't know. $7. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, pirate ship, you're killing me. Come with your so slow, so slow. You take years for anything to happen. So slow. 'Cause pirate ship, you're too slow. I thought I ought to let you know. In other words, what I'm trying to say, if a turtle was against you, he'd beat you by a day. 'Cause pirate ship, you're too slow. I thought I ought to let you know. In other words, what I'm trying to say, if a turtle was against you, he'd beat you by a day. Actually made that song up as a kid, not with pirate ship, but I used to always sing it. Hey baby, you're too slow. I thought I ought to let you know. In other words, what I'm trying to say, if a turtle was against you, he'd beat you by a day. I also used to sing and annoy people with, not really annoy, they actually got a kick out of this one. What was it, John Denver's song? Hold on, I haven't thought of this in a long time. Country Boy, or what is it? Dad, I am brain farting right now. Oh, my version was, okay, what was the original? Sun's going down. All I'm thinking of is my version. I can't think of the original version. Got 2 blondes and their names are, or got 2 blondes and they are, yeah, what was it? Got 2 blondes and their names are ditto. The sun's going down and I'm laying in the middle. Gonna have a lot of fun, more than a little. Thank God I'm a city boy. So thank God I'm a country boy was the original song. So got 2 blondes and their names are ditto. Kind of referencing their twins or something. Got 2 blondes and their names are ditto. The sun's going down and I'm laying in the middle. Gonna have a lot of fun, more than a little. Thank God I'm a city boy. Stupid, I know, but hey. If you're not having fun, you're not having fun. I think that's pretty simple. You can put that on a shirt. If you're not having fun, you're not having fun. MasterCard hat. Sold for $10. Headed to Columbia, South Carolina. James, you're such like an Aristotle or something with all these fancy sayings you come up with. Like, are you ready? And I like it when it's easy. Rancho Banderas Villas. Here's another hat that's been in the store for like 2.5 years. Sold for $7. Headed to Olin, New York. Something of that nature. Oh, I see a duplicate. Where's that other one at? There it is. All right, they paid separate, but they go together. I got a True Gather I got to send out to. So, are you ready for a hat lot? Yeah. We got 2 hats here. 2 Gulf Shore hats. Boom, boom. Somebody likes the Gulf Shore. Both together sold for $19. Headed to Merrill, Georgia. Georgia. All right now, 9-1. Blue and black. Add tracking. Move to shoot. Georgia. All right. Simply Southern. Life is beautiful. T-shirt. The bike and a puppy. Sold for $9.50. Headed to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Bowling Green, Kentucky. And earlier in the video when I said less soda, the only soda I really drank is Coke Zero. So it's not like sugar. So I don't do the sugar thing too well. Don't like the sugar. So I had 1 can yesterday. So I had 1 can yesterday. We're going for 0 today. So very few and far between. And then I'll get to the point where my taste will be like, this is nasty. It's almost already there. Yesterday I'm like, I didn't even really finish it. So J&M. If you watch some of my, when I'm riding my bike, I pass this place on the bike path. Logistics and transportation. They have all those cars that sit out there. So this t-shirt, that is a Swansea, Illinois, sold for $9.50. If they worked there, they should have just had me deliver it down the bike path. I could be like the old days, ride my bike, delivering. I never did that. I went with a friend who, when we'd go to DuQuoin, Illinois, he used to deliver papers on his bike, and I'd get on my bike and ride with him when we were there, when I was there. We've got some Converse, some blue Converse sneakers. Sold for $16. Headed to Ipswich, Massachusetts. Good Lord. I'd have to leave from there just because I couldn't pronounce the areas or the country or the state. Ipswich, Massachusetts. I already have problems with Massachusetts alone. I'm trying to say it. $113.7. Hopefully today we can get everything back on track. Get Vern some meds. Get him fixed up. Whatever he needs. And last, we've got, are you ready for a shirt lot? Yeah. Headed to Moreno Valley, California. Together sold for $24. We've got 2 Rams sweatshirts. This one. St. Louis Rams. So let's see. Make sure I listed that as a youth. It's like, that's small. And an adult. So, $24. Ooh, this will be fun. Can you get 2 sweatshirts into the poly bag? Easily. All right. 187. $12? Are you crazy? Stop yawning, James. Good Lord. What's wrong with you? I slept good last night. Shouldn't be tired. All right. I got a True Gatherer. Let me see if that's conveniently located. I got 2 now. Another one just sold. That means I gotta look it up on eBay. Because True Gather does not carry over your SKU number like Bonanza does. So you have to go into Ended on eBay and find it so you can get the location number. The Hutchin Brothers self-titled CD sold for $25. Nice True Gather score there. B8. The Hudson Brothers, $25. Headed to Minnesota, Hinckley, Minnesota. Didn't I just send something to Hinckley, Minnesota? On eBay? Problem about TrueGather too is their address is always wonky to copy and paste into stamps. And plus I got to go to PayPal anyway, since I pay with PayPal, to put the tracking number in. I'll pull the address from PayPal instead, because it's easier to just copy and paste quick. So Thomas is the name I'm looking for. Huh. I don't see another payment in here, even though it says I got an order. So I guess I'm going to wait on that second one, make sure that payment comes through. Prince Le Bal. Prince Le Bal. Thank you. Prince Le Bal. I can act French. I got French in me, right? So that's not racist. Or just, yeah. I can act German. I can act French. I can act Native American. There's other little lists in there too. But those are the three main. The three main mix. The three main mix. What is this other one that sold? Oh, no, it's a message. Okay. It didn't sell. Somebody messaged me about something. I asked where you got the CD. I am Daniel Kingson, the composer of all the material on this CD you are selling, and own all publishing and copyrights to this CD and every song and picture used for the cover. I contacted TrueGather explaining this and that it would be breach of contract for you to sell the CD without consent or royalties. This is not a commercial venture. Friends, guests, I personally sold CD copies to, and I do not have any record selling you a copy. Can you therefore remove this ad to sell my CD on this site? Really? Get a life, dude. Nobody even knows your name. People like that just make me sick. They act like that there's not the first doctrine resale thing, right? Oh, this guy is a work of art. Look at that. Let me go grab a CD, because I'm gonna have a little fun with it. All right, let me. I don't have an active window open. Hold on a sec here. It's gonna take a second since I got some. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. So there we go. It's gonna take a second to load so I can find this CD. Yeah, but these artists like who do this really make me sick. So it's like I bought the CD used secondhand. Somebody obviously didn't want your stuff because they went to the thrift store. Of course, I'm going to respond with something like that. I just like being. I don't try to be mean. I just try to be a little zinger. Throw a couple little zingers in there. But I'll let you take a look at the CD. Oh, this would be fun. Should I respond on video what I'm going to say? And of course, he can't get the stuff taken down. It's legal for me to sell. But if nobody's heard of them, it's not going to sell anyway. So I'm not going to be out anything but 10 cents or whatever it cost me. So, all right, let me go grab this B55. Daniel Kingston. All right, let's see here. Streets of Fortune, Daniel. There's Mr. Daniel right there. So I'm guessing he thinks he's somebody special because he's got Dick Wagner playing on here, who playing with Alice Cooper. Somebody who produced Petra, I guess, and somebody who was involved with Rare Earth. You know, it's pretty. You're pretty self-absorbed when you got to put 3 pictures of you on there, because you're playing guitar, you're singing, and you're the songwriter. That tells you. Those 3 pictures tell you the narcissistic that this person probably entails. So, yeah. So let's see. Boy, this guy's self-absorbed all over, ain't he? He's just, like, I'm all for promoting yourself on your albums, but good Lord, how many pictures can you have of yourself inside one album? All right. I'm just making jokes here. I really do not care. I'm going to end it, and we're going to have a little fun. All right. One Mr. Daniel Kingen. One Daniel Kingen. It has come to my attention that you made this CD for your family and friends, and apparently they didn't like it because I found it at a thrift store. Yes, Daniel, one of your family or friends didn't like your CD, okay? They thought it was junk. And I'm just paraphrasing here. Actually, it's not even paraphrasing. I'm just randomly guessing, just because of the fact that it was found in a thrift store. That means they didn't want it. So instead of doing things like that, they decided to give somebody else a chance to listen to it. But you know what? I've had this CD in my store for a very long time, you see. And it's very cheaply done, which I understand if you're trying to save money, especially if you're only giving them to family and friends. But Daniel, nobody knows who you are. This case is worth more than your CD is, because I will reuse this case. Oh, looky there. Yeah, it's so pretty with your computer printed out label. It's so beautiful. It'd be a shame if something happened to this precious music. Let me try that again. It'd be a shame if something happened to your precious music that was found on it. Hold on. Let me try that again. It would be so sad if something happened to your precious music that was found on this CD. Nobody wants it, Daniel. Nobody wants it. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news here, but you might look into another profession, like making YouTube videos. I don't know, on selling CDs that nobody wants to buy. I don't know. I'm just like... All right, I'm done. But yes, I can reuse this case. There, Daniel, you have been destroyed. You are out of my life. Forever. To the trash. All right, gotta have a little fun, right? All right. Woo. All right, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you all in the next video later. Bonus material. All right, is this too much? The response. I bought it at a thrift store where someone donated it because they didn't want it. I try to stop items from littering the earth by reselling secondhand merch. But your CD has been taken down and destroyed and will now be added to the trash of the world instead of someone's collection enjoying it. You're welcome, James. Just a couple zingers there. But of course, if this person is the way I think they are, this is not going to affect their their frame of mind anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, but just have a little fun. You got to have a little fun doing this. All right, later.